This is Detective Autumn interrogating inmate 123. Please state your full name for the record. My name is Summer Beauty. Can you confirm, Miss Beauty, that you're being charged with having too healthy of hair and you're representing yourself in your impending trial? Yes, I'm guilty of having healthy hair. As a hairstylist of 16 years, of course I'm representing myself. The only crime I've committed is having damaged hair in the past. We're supposed to believe you just got it healthy on your own and not by way of breaking the law. I did things to transform my hair. I've brought surveillance footage to show you my steps so I can get these charges dropped. I've got fine hair naturally, that sticks straight, so volume was always my thing. I wanted it at all times and would do whatever I could to get it. I always used volume shampoos and conditioners anytime I washed my hair, as I felt they gave me the best chance to, prep my hair. The downside is that they can make the hair extremely dry, and when I say dry, I mean I thought my hair might catch fire from my products and heat. After years of use, I decided to search for a more hydrating and strengthening shampoo, but was determined to find one that didn't weigh my hair down. And so what, you're telling me a shampoo just up and changed your hair? Not exactly, but it sort of helped jumpstart the process. What's the name of the shampoo so my team can see what leads we might be able to gain in our investigation? It's called Prolonger from L'Oreal Professional. It helps reduce breakage, limits split ends, and helps increase shine in the hair. It also has amino acids in it which help to hydrate the hair. It's all the things one needs but won't leave the hair flat and lifeless like a lot of other hydrating and strengthening shampoos. Can you state whether or not you still use volume shampoos? I do at times, yes, for special occasions. And why is that? You stated earlier that they were causing your hair to be dry. You're telling me, Miss Beauty, that you pick and choose as to when it's acceptable? Essentially, yes. It's only when you're using them every single shampoo that can lead to drying out your hair. Using them for a date night or girls' night out is ideal because they will prep your hair for the most volume. They're going to weigh it down the least so that you can get more volume in your blow dry. But to use as a main shampoo is just a mistake. So once I started using the Prolonger, it was the beginning of my hair transforming. Do you recommend that all women use this Prolonger shampoo? Not necessarily. It's more so about finding a shampoo that works for your hair to give it the most nutrients while helping with other concerns. If you want, I can link below in the pinned comment more options for your leads. So clearly your step one was switching your shampoo, but it just doesn't make sense that that would be enough. Your hair had to be getting other treatment. Alright, so here's the thing. I was also using these repair treatments that basically work to rebond your hair, meaning it sort of reverses damage. The problem is that there's so many to choose from, it's hard to figure out which one's going to work best for each hair type. You've got the OG, Olaplex. First to come out, and working in salon, I saw a lot of benefits of it for pro use. Stuff you added into color and bleach to prevent chemical damage, that kind of thing. Then he had guys like Redken coming out with their versions and so forth. The only problem is that both of these brands have so many products to choose from, it gets real confusing as to knowing whether you need all the products or just a few. And don't get me started on the time it takes to use some of these. You gotta wash the hair, towel dry the hair, then apply the product, and then wait a whole 10 minutes. It's like, what else you want from me, my firstborn kid? Then there was talk all over town about this new product coming out, how you'd be able to see and feel your hair repairing after one use, and then every use after that would just get better and better. The craziest part of all, it was a single product, and get this, it only has to sit on your hair 4 minutes. Sounds like a product that's too good to be true. What's the name? It's called K18 Molecular Repair Hair Mask. And that's the thing, it's not too good to be true. You wash your hair, apply the product, starting ends up, wait 4 minutes, and you're good to go. You can either rinse the product out in the shower or leave it in. Works either way. It's a pretty high price point. I assume that you go through this product pretty fast. Seems like you were risking a lot with this. It is expensive, but I found it to work the best while still being able to use the least amount of product compared to other brands. I only use one full pump for my own hair. Some may need more, some may need less, but this isn't a product where more the merrier. If you use too much product, it can make your hair feel crunchy. So it's best to start off with less and trust the process. K18 is highly concentrated, meaning you don't need a lot of product. This product, the money spent, goes a long way. I use this weekly and probably need a bottle once every 4 months. You mentioned earlier your love for volume. This product doesn't interfere with that? That's one of the best parts. I style my hair with my usual root lifter and volume mousse, do a good blow dry, and the volume's there. It doesn't weigh the hair down either. Like at all, which is saying something coming from me. It's one of the few masks that work to repair your hair and not make it feel weighed down, heavy, or greasy the next day. Okay, so we've got 2 things here to go off of. Changing your shampoo and being dedicated to using a weekly treatment, this K18. Miss Beauty, I do hope you understand these charges are very serious, so if there's anything you hold back here and we find out, it's gonna look really bad in front of the jury. I'm not withholding anything. I'm here to share it all to get this case dropped so it never gets to trial. I got 2 more steps to go over and I can't wait to clear my name. My hair used to be much thinner back in the day, before I started making these changes mentioned as well as other changes. I had a good amount of thinning along my hairline, and I didn't like wearing my hair back much because you could see through to my scalp. Fine hair often coincides with having thin hair, so when you neglect your hair and scalp, it's eventually going to catch up to you. Doing research, I discovered that they made these topical products that directly help to promote hair growth and prevent thinning. It felt too good to be true, like a weight loss product that burns fat while still allowing you to eat whatever you want. If that were true, I'm sure you'd be eating more than just that one donut, am I right? Hey, you leave me and my donut out of this. You're the one being questioned here. I thought, no way it's gonna work. After doing some research, I realized it's a full-blown commitment when using these treatments. Not a once-a-week kind of thing. It's a use every day, twice a day type commitment. And the payoff doesn't show up until 2 or 4 months after use. Sounds like a lot of work. You actually stuck with it? I've used a lot of these serums over the years, but the one I've given a real chance to work was Nioxin's Minoxidil. You apply this to your scalp first before any other product where you have the most concern, only using the amount suggested, which is marked for you. Lightly rub into your scalp, apply what other hairstyling products you like, and style as normal. You'll use it again at night, and I use a blow dryer in low heat to dry the product into my hair. I've used this religiously this entire year, and I have so much more length on strands that never seem to grow, and I have new hair growing as well. Needless to say that if one's committed and puts the work in, you can see results over time. I gotta say, something gives. If this product worked, every bald person in the world would be using it. You deserve to be in here alone off of how sketchy this product seems. All right, calm down, I haven't finished yet. This product will and can work when used as directed. However, if your follicles are dead, there's no product in the world that will bring them back. Nioxin helps to rejuvenate the follicles that are already there or slow growing and prevent them from thinning. It does not bring the hair follicles back from the dead. If you would have let me finish, I was going to make that clear. I apologize if you feel that I think you're being dishonest. I'm just trying to do my job here. I've been updated that your surveillance footage does check out that switching shampoos, using a treatment, and scalp serum do seem to prove your point in how you got your hair so healthy. I just have one final question. It sounds like you put a lot of heat styling on your hair. Surely that affects its health. That just leaves me questioning this whole thing slightly. It always comes down to heat, doesn't it? Yes, I'm guilty of heat styling. If anyone's familiar with my channel, they can see I like styling my hair in different ways, straight, curled, and a pony, and of course I use heat for all of that. But one thing I haven't always mentioned and want to come clean about now is that I like to give what I call a rest day to my hair. Not your typical rest day though. I like looking my best, but I don't always want to put the typical heat on my hair like I usually do. So for days when I need a break but still want to look like I did my hair, I opt for an old school look. One my mom used to give me when I was a kid, but with a twist. And it only requires 5 minutes of heat use. After I've washed my hair, I will put in my normal styling products like a root lifter and volume mousse. This is to give my hair extra volume and body. I then apply a styling gel. This is because the look we're going for needs a stronger product to help us fine hair girls get the hold we need. I then, using medium heat, will rough dry my hair for a total of 3 minutes to get the moisture out of my hair, help lift my roots to get some volume, and dry it just enough. Then, separating my hair into 2 sections based off of where I part my hair, I will do classic pigtail braids. Doing braids can be challenging, but to start you will want to take your first section and split it into 3 separate sections so you have 2 outer sections and a middle section of hair. You're going to take the outer section and place it under your middle section. You will then take the other outer section on the opposite side and place that under your new middle section. Repeat once more. So, outer under middle, other outer section under middle. Once you have the base of your braid, you will start to add your other hair to your outer sections. Use your finger to glide through your hair, connecting it to your outer section, repeating on the same side. Once you have done that, you will place your first outer section under the middle, other outer section under the middle. You will continue to repeat this process until you have gone through your hair, braiding almost to the bottom of your hair. Leave out the last 1.5 to 2 inches, secure with an elastic. You'll repeat the same steps on the other side of the head. Miss Beauty, I didn't know you were giving us a small tutorial today, and while I appreciate you showing off your skills, wrap it up because I'm not sure how a damp braid is anything fancy. Well, once you have your braid finished, you will wait to let it dry. I usually do this at night before bed so it will dry by morning. I remove my elastics and let my braids out, and I will use my fingers to play around with my hair some. I don't like the way my ends look from the braids, so using low heat on my flat iron, I will lightly straighten my ends out all through my hair, going over just the ends where they got too tight from the braid. Once I have done that, I will then use AG's Dry Lift Paste through my hair to add some grit and texture, and then finish off with the texturizing hairspray to add a bit more volume all through my hair. One of my favorites is Living Proof's Dry Volume Spray. It gives a fun textured style look with using minimal heat. A great way to look put together while giving your hair a rest. I do have to say, that is a fun look. Miss Beauty, after listening to your tips you've gone over today, as skeptical as I was, it does actually make a bit of sense that these 4 things would be helpful to creating healthy hair, and as much as it pains me to say it, you're free to go. I knew I'd be set free the second I sat down here today, but just in case you ever want to try and charge me with any future hair crimes, I check out this video right here where I prove just how I got my thin hair thick by making 3 simple changes.